You've been told your entire life that hard work solves everything. Work harder, push harder, stay later, wake up earlier, sacrifice more, sleep less, and if you're not where you want to be, the solution is always the same. Try harder. But here's the uncomfortable question. What if the reason you feel stuck is because you followed that advice perfectly? What if hard work isn't the solution, but the containment strategy? Stay with me, because this is the shift most people never make. There are two modes in life, effort and leverage. Effort feels productive. Leverage creates freedom. Most people never switch modes. They just increase intensity inside the same system. And intensity without leverage leads to burnout, not breakthrough. Let's break this down clearly. If you push a car with your hands, you are working hard. If you sit in the driver's seat and press the gas, you're using leverage. Both require energy, but only one multiplies output. Most people are pushing cars and wondering why they're exhausted. You wake up early, you answer emails, you complete tasks, you attend meetings, you solve problems, you check boxes, you stay busy, you feel productive. But your position in life barely moves, your income moves slowly, your freedom moves slowly, your options move slowly. And that creates frustration because deep down you know something doesn't match. You're doing everything right, but the results don't scale. That's not laziness, that's misdirected effort. Hard work without leverage maintains your current level. It does not change your trajectory, and trajectory is everything. Look at your day honestly. How much of it is reactive? Responding, replying, attending, handling, managing, fixing, scrolling, consuming. You are busy, but are you building? Building means creating something that continues working after you stop. That's leverage. If your effort stops producing the moment you stop working, you don't have leverage, you have labor. Labor caps out, there is a ceiling, and most people hit it, then they blame themselves. I just need more discipline. No, you need architecture. Hard work is respected publicly. Leverage is rewarded financially. Think about that carefully. The hardest worker in the building is rarely the highest earner. The person with ownership is. The person with assets is. The person with distribution is. The person with systems is. Not the person with the longest hours. That realization is uncomfortable because you've built your identity around being disciplined, reliable, hardworking, committed, focused. But if your discipline is applied in the wrong direction, it only reinforces containment. You double down, wake up earlier, work longer, push harder, but pressure does not fix structure. If the structure doesn't scale, more effort accelerates burnout. This is why motivation fades, because your nervous system feels the inefficiency. It senses you're pushing something uphill that never ends, and eventually it resists. You call it procrastination. Sometimes it's misalignment. Let me ask you something directly. If you repeat your current routine for the next 5 years, does your life dramatically change? Or does it look slightly improved, but mostly the same? That answers the truth. Hard work maintains your current path. Leverage changes your path. And leverage requires something most people avoid: space, thinking time, design time, creation time, strategy time. But your schedule is full. Full schedules protect the system because busy people don't redesign their lives, they sustain them. That's why silence feels uncomfortable, because silence creates awareness, and awareness creates change. If you're constantly busy, you don't have to ask, what am I actually building? You don't have to ask, is this scalable? You don't have to confront the fact that effort alone will not free you. So you stay in grind mode. Because grind mode feels honorable, it feels productive, it feels like you're doing something. But busyness is not progress, maintenance is not expansion. You can maintain something forever and never escape it. Expansion requires leverage. Leverage means ownership over time, ownership over distribution, ownership over assets, ownership over systems, not just effort. And here's the uncomfortable truth. The system loves hard workers because hard workers sustain it. Leverage builders outgrow it. That's why you were trained to value effort more than strategy. You were praised for being busy, not for being strategic. You were rewarded for showing up, not for building assets. So Now, when you slow down to think, you feel guilty. When you block time to build something long term, you feel behind. When you stop reacting, you feel irresponsible. That's conditioning, and it's powerful. But here's the shift. Stop asking, how can I work harder? Start asking, what can I build that works without me? That one question separates effort from leverage. Because if nothing in your life works without you, you don't have leverage. You have dependency. Dependency on your time, dependency on your energy, dependency on your presence. And dependency creates ceilings. This doesn't mean stop working hard. It means redirect hard work toward leverage. Instead of more hours, shift to more ownership. Instead of more reacting, shift to more creating. Instead of more maintenance, shift to more building. And yes, building feels slower at first. That's why most people quit. Because grind mode gives immediate validation. Leverage mode feels uncertain, quiet, uncomfortable, but it compounds. And compounding beats intensity every time. One asset that grows is stronger than 10 hours of reactive effort. One skill that scales beats endless busy work. One distribution channel beats constant dependence. This is also why your energy feels inconsistent, because deep down your brain knows the difference between motion and momentum. Motion feels busy. Momentum changes direction. You don't lack discipline, you lack leverage. And leverage requires intentional design. That's exactly why I built the exit map, not as motivation, not as hype, but as structure. Because clarity doesn't come from effort, it comes from direction. If you don't design your leverage intentionally, you default to labor. And labor alone will not free you, it will exhaust you. So here's the challenge. For the next 30 days, keep working hard, but redirect 1 hour per day towards something that compounds. A skill, a system, a piece of content, a distribution channel, an asset, something that works when you don't. Because escape doesn't come from intensity, it comes from leverage. And once you see the difference, you know you can't unsee it. You were never incapable, you were never lazy, you were just pushing the car. It's time to start driving.